Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dave here. Welcome to Holiday for Two, and I hope you're having a good day. I also hope you have a good week ahead. In fact, today's video, I hope it helps your week, especially if you're getting ready to hit the road and plan a trip in your RV. Now, I'm going to call this video Things to Know Before You Go, and I'm going to share with you some things that I've learned over the years. I've learned by doing them and making mistakes on my own. Some of these things I've done myself, but I'm going to share with you 5 tips of things I've learned to make your life a little easier when you're on the road. Maybe save your life, but especially could it even save your pocketbook as well. And that's important, right? So 5 things to know before you go, things to check that are very important in your RV before you even get out and drive down the road. Let's go.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for 2. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for 2.
Now, all of these things that I'm going to share with you are all kind of equally important, but they're not in any particular order, but here's number 1. Number 1, the first thing you should ever do before you get out on the road in your RV is check your tires. All right, so you're going to walk around your RV, go around and look at all the tires. If you're like us, we have dualies on the back. So you even want to kind of look at the dualies. You want to check for air pressure. You want to check the age. You want to check for any nails that you may have picked up along the way that you didn't see before. Kind of do a visual inspection. And what I like to do, and personally, this is not something I'm going to recommend that everybody do, but I take it up to my local tire shop. I ask them to put air in all the tires and rotate them. Of course, I do that once a year, have them rotated. Even the dualies have them all 6 tires rotated on the motorhome. And it's not even a bad idea if you have a trailer to rotate those tires on a trailer. If you have a trailer with 2 wheels or 4 wheels, especially, get out and look at those tires, because if those tires are looking worn, and there is a way to check the date on them, you're going to check to see what date they were manufactured. They may be older than you realize, so you want to really check them. Once tires get to about 5 or 6 years old, they start to wear fast, especially here where I live in Arizona, where it's hot, dry summers, and the temperature on the pavement can sometimes in excess of 150, 160, 160 degrees on the blacktop is nothing unusual in Arizona in the summertime. So do check your tires before you hit the road. Number 2 on my list of things, and I've learned this by experience, I've made the mistake of not checking my battery. So number 2 is to check your battery, or batteries, I should say. And I bought myself one of these little battery testers that you can hook on your battery and run a few diagnostics on it. It'll tell you this condition of your battery without having to take it anywhere. You can also drive, if you have a pickup truck, you can drive it up and have them check it, like places like AutoZone, Napa, any of the automotive shops. They have little battery testers. They can come out and check your batteries. It doesn't hurt. I would suggest buying one of your own. This is a battery tester that I bought on Amazon. I featured it in a video that I did last year or a year and a half ago. I did a video on this and used this to check the battery. And believe me, it came in handy. It has come in handy many times. So battery testers, if you have batteries in your RV, like you have house batteries in your coach, you're going to want to check those. If you have house batteries in the trailer, you want to check all those. If they're the old kind that you had to actually put water in, then you want to make sure they're all filled up. The newer batteries, you don't have to do that so much, but you want to look and see how they look. Is there a lot of corrosion? Those kind of things. You do the test on them. How old are they? Because batteries in Arizona, typically, the lead acid batteries, in the heat, they might last 3 to 4 years. If I get 4 years out of a lead acid battery, I felt pretty lucky. I do have a few lead acid batteries. I have one in my motorhome, but I have lithium batteries now for the house batteries. And those you should still check, even though they're a little more reliable on the long term. That's why I went ahead and upgraded my house batteries to lithium. So check your batteries, whatever trailer RV you have. Number 3, this is going to sound a little silly, but it is really helpful. Number 3 is to go out and walk around. Do a complete walk around of your RV. And not just the tires, but everything. You want to check all the little light covers. You want to see if there's any doors that are not locked or left open that you maybe got into earlier and you forgot to lock it or close it. You just want to go and do a complete walk around of your entire RV. Trailer, motorhome, whatever it is, fifth wheel, whatever you have. Just do a visual inspection of every corner of every part of your RV, because you never know what might come up that you didn't know was there. Some damage, maybe somebody bumped into you somewhere. And you want to do this visual inspection every time you stop someplace. When I get out of the gas station and I get gas for the motorhome, or when we're out in the truck or whatever, I always go around the vehicle and do a visual inspection of everything. Check the tires, check the windows, check all the doors, and just see that everything looks a-okay before you get back on the road. Because sometimes you'll find things that you didn't notice before that maybe happened while you're on the road. So do a visual inspection. It could help you a lot. Number 4, this one's also goes along with inspecting everything. It's check your lights. So while you're before you pull out of the driveway or your car lot, wherever your storage lot, wherever you have your RV stored or whatever, before you get on the road, make sure your brake lights work, all the trailer lights are working, everything's plugged in. Do the left turn, do the right turn, make sure everything's blinking like it should. Maybe even have somebody in there push on the brake pedal. If you're trailering a trailer and you have lights on the trailer, make sure those are working as well. Just make sure everything is good before you get on the road, because you don't want to get on the road with no lights working, and I've done that before, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Number 5 is kind of if you're towing something. If you have, like we do sometimes in the motorhome, we tow our cargo trailer, or we've towed a boat behind us. If you're towing a trailer or anything, if you're in a pickup towing a fifth wheel or a toy hauler, same rule applies. You want to get out and check your hookups. So your towing hookups. If you have a weight distribution hitch, you want to make sure everything's tight and snug. You want to make sure all your trailer light plugs are plugged in. If you have a breakaway cable, you want to make sure it's attached to the vehicle as well as the towing vehicle. All the safety cables are hooked up, or safety chains are hooked up. You want to make sure that the lock on the trailer itself is down. Sometimes I even put a padlock on that. You just want to make sure that everything is secure before you get on the road. I've seen so many videos of people doing this, and I've never done it myself. The only thing I ever did one time was I forgot to hook up the little latch on top of the ball, and it actually I went over a bump. This was years ago, and it taught me a lesson. I went over a little bump and I heard a bang in the back, and I was going very slow, and I didn't go very fast. I heard the banging sound in the back, and I got out, and luckily the tongue of the trailer landed on something else, and it wasn't a catastrophe, but boy, it scared the you know what out of me. And you just want to make sure that you don't do that while you're going down the road. You don't want to be going down the road at 55, 65, 70 miles an hour and have something come disconnected. And you just have that one time and you learn that lesson. So make sure you do that and save yourself of having to learn a lesson like I did the hard way. Luckily, there was no harm, no foul, and everything. I got fixed everything just okay. Got it all hooked back up, and it taught me a lesson. But those are just some things to remember when you're going out in an RV. You always want to check everything and go through those 5 steps. If you need to, print them up on a little list. Make a little thing and stick it up on your refrigerator door in your RV or on your window in your vehicle. And just look over your checklist before you hit the road, and you'll thank me someday that you did that. Safe travels wherever you're going. Be sure to get out and do those things before you hit the road. But have fun, see the world out there. It is a beautiful place to go see. And I'll catch you later. If you liked this video and found it helpful and useful, please hit the like button. Don't forget to ring the bell on the side over there so you'll receive notifications when I put out more videos in the future. And even though now it's here in November, December, I am already planning things for the spring and the summer. So it's a good time to start planning ahead for those things. Great day. Have a good one. Catch you later.